Hello and welcome to Just For You. This is Sonny Wayne Fella. I come to you live from the Atlantic suburb in the United States of America. Before I start, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of what I've started. And I'm so appreciative of all you have done by sharing, by liking, by subscribing, and also hitting that little bell. I'm so grateful and thank you. There is something that has been bothering me for some time now, and I would like to speak about it and to let you know, just to inform you, give you some information, because this is what I'm going to continue to do regardless of how many people watch the channel Just For You. But I know even if 2-3 people listen to what I have to say and they put it into practice, I believe without no doubt that our world will be a better place to live. Africa, why are we killing one another? We realize today there's so much going on the continent of Africa. Africa is so rich in minerals. There's so much good that can come out of Africa. Africans are beautiful people, and I must say that. And I'm blessed to be an African. I think as you can see, my chain, the lock on my chain, is an African map. Because I cherish my mother's land. I cherish it day in and day out. Yes, I do live in the United States of America. I love being here. It's a place of opportunity. It's a beautiful place to be. If you're strong, you can definitely work hard and you can succeed like I have succeeded. But I still think about my motherland, Africa. Today we see a whole lot going on in Africa that is disrupting the life and peace of our people. Countries like Chad, Togo, Mali, Somalia, Congo, Mogadishu. There are countries today that are at war with each other and war within their own vicinity, their own confined. Why are we killing one another, Africans? Why are we letting greed, selfish desires to lead us into murdering our people, taking your guns that we purchase from the Western world, and at times they give it to us to overthrow our own government and kill our people? Why are we allowing such things to happen in Africa? Africans, don't you know that what the minerals that we have in Africa, they are so much important to the upkeep of this world. We have iron ores and lumbers and so much we have in Africa, but we sell it to the Western world. They use this thing, manufacture stuff from it, send it back to Africa, and then we struggle to look for money to purchase these very things. We come in with civil war or with rebels. They come into our country and from one country to the next. And the country that they come from support them to come and disturb and destroy the next country. Africans, why are we killing one another? Why are we disrupting the life of our own people? They have to leave the little farming that they survive by. They got to leave everything behind and migrate. They have become nomadic people, moving from place to place, don't know where to go. That's how some of us ended in America today. Because of the civil war back in Liberia. I was there. I witnessed it. I experienced it. I saw it firsthand. Nobody had to tell me about the civil war in Liberia. I was there from the beginning. I walked over bodies. I sat and ate by dead bodies that were swollen. I ran. I walked. Sun shining, rain falling. I was in it. I saw it. I felt it. My life was at stake. People wanted to kill me. But the Supreme Being saw it from a different perspective. And he decided that this wasn't the time. And this wasn't my time. But over 250,000 people were murdered in Liberia. For what? What have we accomplished through what happened for over 14 years? All we received was broken down houses, burned out houses, bullets in homes, the life of our fellow Africans and Liberians. And now we see in other countries, in Central Africa, South Africa, even West Africa, everywhere in Africa, there is war. Why are we allowing such things to happen to our people? The continent of Africa is bleeding blood. They've cried so much tears. And they don't have tears anymore, but rather they are bleeding and crying blood. Because we allow other countries, foreign countries, to come in and fool us and say, take a gun and overthrow this president because we don't like him. And then we go into the forests, into the bushes, and we go and begin to fight and kill one another. Why do we allow ourselves to live as animals? Why are we living in the bushes like animals when we could be in the cities, in the towns that we have made and created for ourselves? The money we have, instead of using it for medical purposes, for educational reasons, for good health system within our country, transportation system in our country, help upgrade the life of our people. We use the money to buy weapons and ammunition and go and destroy the little that we already have. One of the appalling things about us Africans, when we even saw overthrow the government or the president in that country, is no more. We come in and destroy what they built. It's so easy to destroy, but it's so difficult to build, brothers and sisters. I can give you a little example of the late William Ira Talbot Jr. He built Bentall. He built a beautiful home. Even when they overthrew his government, those houses could have been used for the betterment of our people. Why did we destroy them? The late Samuel Doe, the late President Tubman, and so many others. We go and destroy what the resources of our country that built those things. We destroy them. Why do we do such things like that? Why can't we use these things to benefit the nation, to benefit our people? Why are we so destructive? Just today, Africa is bleeding. Africa is bleeding because of the selfish attitude of our people. We don't love one another. We hate one another. Why don't we and why can't we be our brother's keeper? Why don't we care for one another? Because I believe in unity there is strength. If we stick together, if we unify ourselves, our continent can be the best continent on the face of this earth. And I consider it the best, but because of these little things that we do, that causes us to be looked down and called us S-hole countries by people in the Western world. Sometimes we say these people use these expressions and we get angry. But maybe we need to re-examine what they are saying. Our people live in the slums. Our children don't go to school because of war. We don't go to churches anymore. Things have become so unbearable that they just can't stand it. But we allow it. We caused it. Who can you blame? When those in the Western world insult us and tell us, what are you doing in our country? Go back home. And we get angry. Yes, those of us that are in the Western world, we get angry because we want to go back home. But our people, the leadership within our continent, they've caused us to flee our continent. We need to put stop to this stuff. We need to put stop to it. We need to bring it to a halt now, immediately. Rebels, if you are in the forest there, in the bushes, please lay down your weapons. Come to town. Integrate into the community and help build your community. Please. Governments, please give them amnesty. We know every country must have the rule of law. If they did something, if they committed atrocity, you have the right to prosecute them. But if this will bring peace on our continent, please look into it with a calm heart. We are tired. Africans in other countries other than our own continent, we are tired. We want to return home. But you all have to stop doing what you are doing by killing one another, destroying the little we have. Put down your weapon. Those in Chad, if you are listening today, put down your weapons. Those in Somalia, Boko Haram, in Nigeria and other parts of West Africa, put down your weapons. Those in Libya, put down your weapons. Those in Somalia, wherever you may be, put down your weapons. It is not good. It is not benefiting you. Brothers and sisters, look how you are in the forest there. Some of you are wearing 2 different full of shoes. Don't even have a fitting pants to wear. Don't even have a good pair of shirt to put on. And you are carrying weapons and killing innocent people. Because someone told you to do it. What is your benefit? Those who wage the civil war in Liberia, tell me, what have they received? What are they today? What do they have that we can be jealous of? The only thing we can remember is destruction and death. Is that the way we're going to continue to live on the continent of Africa? Presidents, if you won the election fairly, after your term or 2 terms, please step aside. If the legislature, those who make the law, say 2 terms for a president, and after your 2 terms, step aside. Don't stay in power for 30 years and more. This is not your property. The people of your country, you don't own them. The country is not owned by you. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to continue in power? Because sometimes that's what causes other people to go and start rebel and associations and organizations to come and fight against the government and kill innocent people. It's because of your greed and selfish attitude. And I still feel that it's right for anyone to go to the bushes to go and fight and kill people or have ethnic cleansing and kill innocent people in villages and towns that don't have anything, absolutely nothing to do with the decision of a government in Africa. But we kill them. Why? Can your conscience tell you that is not right? That's why God gave us conscience. To tell us that it's not right, things we do. I am a witness. I experienced civil war, and I never, ever want to experience it ever in my life. Nor my children or grand or great-grandchildren, if I'm fortunate to have them. And I know those of you who went through the civil war in Liberia, you know that's something that we never want to have again. If there is a president that was elected, give him the chance. Politicians, give him the chance to lead. Let's support him. Let's see what he can do. After his 2 terms, he will step aside. And if you are lucky or fortunate to become president, you stay there for your 2 terms or whatever term you are eligible for and step aside. So that all of this greed and this selfishness can be taken away from Africans. The great United States, after the 2 terms, the president is out. Why don't we do the same in Africa? Why you want to remain there for the rest of your life? Why? And you cause others to suffer. People in Africa living in slums. Hunger is killing people. No transportation. No good healthcare system. There is a family today whose sister have a daughter who have a brain tumor. They have to now look for $30,000 or more to fly out of Liberia to a foreign country in order to have a surgery. Why? Liberia has been in existence for hundreds of years, but we cannot even afford good medical system, even a decent ICU. In Liberia, we have one neurosurgeon. Those 14 or more years that people were being killed, our country was being destroyed. Today, we just don't have the means to take care of our people. We now have to enrich other countries by giving the doctors $30,000 and more in order to help save the life of our relatives, our friends. And most time when they even go, they end up dying there and don't even come home the way they left. Africans, we need to rethink ourselves. Most time our African leaders, when their relatives or family member get sick, they send them to foreign countries to go be treated. Why can't you do the same in your country, that others will come to your country to be cured of their illnesses? Why do we have to send them to other countries? We don't even have a fitting ICU in Liberia. We don't even have a decent hospital in Liberia. It's because of the civil war. Because before the Civil War, things were much better. Liberia had gone back 100 years. And we give thanks to those who are doing what they can to build this country up. But we need to give them the chance. Stop all these backbiting and gossiping and saying things that is just unnecessary about the president and about the leadership. Give them the chance to lead us. Let them make our country the way it should so we can all go back home. We are tired, but because of your attitude, and I say it again, because of the attitude of our leadership, of our people, the corruption, bribery, they want people to bribe them. If you go to the airport, you want them to, the people should give you money before they can go through. You guys need to stop this situation. Stop this attitude. It is bad. Corruption is not good. That's why our African countries are slagging behind today. Why don't we be open and learn from others what they are doing and making their country to be so successful today? Why can't we adapt the same system in Africa? We always want people to pay us more. You charge a person for plane fare and $7,000 and more, but then you tell them because you didn't send the money the way I told you to send it, or you send it the way I said it, but you owe me some more money. Corruption in high places. And I'm not saying America is perfect or Western countries are perfect. There's no corruption. Yeah, they are. But guess what? If you give them $1 million to build road, they will build that road for you. And whatever is left, then that's it. But us Africans, they tell us to build road. We eat all the money. We don't build the road. We have nothing to prove. That's why today I'm excited about George Manneh Weah. To be frank, Liberians, when I heard that George Weah was running to be president of Liberia, I wasn't excited. I did not like him. And I was saying it the other day, but my mind has changed because I have been keeping up with whatever he's doing in Liberia. Almost the same, everything he does in Liberia to develop that country, he follow it up. The president is coming to cut the ribbon, to dedicate this market, to dedicate this building. That's the kind of president I like to see. And he's doing just that. So now I love him. And he has my support. Yes, I live in America. But he's doing his best. And we need to applaud him for it. Not gossip and try to tear him down. Understand, no country is perfect. Even the great United States I'm living in is not perfect. What's about Africa that have gone through 14 or more years of civil war? And then we still stand back and go on the media and say this derogative thing about the leadership and say things that are not right. What are you doing to help your people? You sit there in America and you go on the media and you discredit the government. What are you doing to help the people there? But to just talk. That is wrong. And we must put stop to it. Africans, stop the corruption. Stop hurting one another. Stop killing one another for no apparent reason. Stop. It must stop today. Whether you rebel leader or you are president of a country, I appeal to you today. Stop what you are doing if it's causing problem for our country, for our continent. Africa is bleeding. Africa has cried a lot. And there is no more tears but blood. We continue to spill the blood of our people. The time has come that we have to put an end to it. I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm excited. I'm very grateful that you could. And as I mentioned earlier, I would like for you to please subscribe, like, share, and also hit the bell. Because I want you to always be the first to receive whatever information that I have to give you through Just For You. And I say thank you. I love you dearly. And please support this channel. And I don't mean to be political. That is not my desire. But I think I need to use this media to speak to our people back in Africa. When I mean Africa, brothers and sisters, I don't consider myself black. Because when I look at you, I look at me, we are the same. No one in Africa will tell you black men move from here. But in here, in America, we are told to go back home. But how can we go back home when our country is so disruptive? Our people hit one another. They're burning down homes and killing people ritualistically for no reason because of selfish and greedy attitude. You must stop it today. Thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.